wrestling with for NXT No Mercy. It takes place next Saturday. Because God knows WWE doesn't do enough PLEs in between. Their regular PLEs, and then they have PLEs for their PLEs, and then special just TV events and all that. But yeah, we're here for it because we're a fucking wrestling podcast, so we have to watch it, and we have to preview it, review it, and here we are. But I think we would have seen this anyway, because NXT is kind of on fire right now. No?
Yeah, they are, and they just had the homecoming, so they are they're firing on cylinders.
Yeah. All right. Takes place in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, at the NFT War Memorial. I'm assuming there's over an arena somewhere in there. 4 matches have been announced. Well, technically 5. Yeah, pretty par for WWE. I'm assuming that at least one more match will be announced between now and then. There's one more week, so yeah, let's see what happens there. But let's review what is actually going to be on this show. Alright, JC Jane with Fallon Henley and Jasmine Nix will be taking on Lola Vice for the NXT Women's Championship. Who wins, Kaliko?
Casey Jane.
Really?
Yes.
Are you just saying that because you know I'm going with Lola?
No, because the story with them breaking up ain't baked yet. They still got a little bit more time.
I don't know. Literally, JC had the highest of highs, and she lost the TNA championship, and it's just been like the lowest of lows. Like, I feel her.
She did not kick.
Literally Homecoming. Yes, they were mega stars that they were up against, but I don't think that a Fatal Attraction has won a match since JC lost the the TNA championship. So I think that this is the downward spiral where it kind of all ends for Fatal Attraction. She loses this belt. The breakup happens, and Lola is your new, women's champion.
I never doubt a down champion. I'm gonna go JC. I know you're going Lola, so
Yeah. They did that whole video. They've been doing that whole video package with Lola. Getting to know Lola Vice. That mini documentary on her. They don't necessarily just do that for people that they're not trying to get over. You know what I mean?
they did that for Jordan Grace and still got her ass beat. So that's neither here nor there.
It wasn't the Jordan Grace thing wasn't a 3-part documentary on Jordan Grace. It was like
I get it.
a one time, she used to be fat, now she's thin, and she's promoting body positivity.
I get it. I get it. You're all in. I'm not here to change your mind, my guy.
No, I'm just, and it's not just because of Lola, but all of the cards are indicating that JC's kingdom is crumbling right now. So this kind of has to be the final straw. Alright, then we have the North American Championship match. Ethan Page versus Tavion Heights. Man, do I feel bad for Tavion.
Yeah, because he ain't winning this match. So we can just say Ethan Page is winning this bitch. So you might as well just go and let's chalk this up.
you know, it doesn't really become a matter of winning the match because, obviously Ethan Page is there and Tavion is not. The goal of it is to get Tavion over. And it hasn't been working. Like, this was like the worst, like, this was the worst possible person they could have put him against. You know what I mean?
I mean, but it ain't happening, pal. It's just he's not connecting. No, ever since he left the Quarter Crew, it's a wrap.
I don't think that it's because he's not connecting, but they're not giving him the adversity that he needs to get over. Like the other guy that was a part of the Quarter Catch crew, the Randy Orton double. Um, why am I forgetting his name? Um,
Cool. Oh, Stephanie Cooper Cure's man,
yeah.
who's Miles Bourne.
Miles Bourne. Thank you. He. You know, I mean, first and foremost, his adversity is that he's deaf. So I mean, right then and there. And then, who is he wrestling? Lexus King, Brian Pillman Jr., where, love him or hate him, he is a very antagonizing figure. And, like, despite being a wrestler, being in a blindfold match with somebody that's deaf and you have to cheat to actually beat them, like, that is like 100% like scumbag heel territory. And I'm all for it. It makes you dislike Lexus, but it also makes you cheer, Miles. That, you know, you want him to see him get some upcomfence because adversity. Tavion's not getting that with Ethan Page. The adversity was supposed to be he's Canadian, he put a Canadian strap on the belt. I'm American, I'm going to take that belt off of him. But people are getting behind Ethan Page with his Canadian belt and his, Canadian contingent. People are starting to sing his song. It does him a disservice, Tavion, because people are not getting behind it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, that is true. It's just when they leave these factions, you got to give them something for the people to gravitate to, and it just hasn't happened for Bourne or for Avion.
But we'll see what happens with Tavion after this. Hopefully he'll get into a rivalry where he actually benefits him, because this does him no favors.
No favors.
Now we have the Women's Speed Championship match. Sol Ruka versus either Candice LeRae or Lainey Reed. The last match of the tournament will be on NXT next week. I feel like this is going to be Candice LeRae versus Sol Ruka, right?
I think it would be Lainey Reed versus Ruka.
I was going to say that the better match would probably be LeRae, but considering that the match is only going to be 5 minutes at best, you might not be wrong about that.
Lainey Reed gets her time in the sun, and then Sol Ruka snatches it right out of her hands. Good job.
And the only losers are the fans, because Sol Ruka will only be on our TV screens for 5 minutes.
Exactly. See?
Right, NXT Championship match. It will be Ricky Saints as the challenger. Who is the champion has yet to be seen. Obafemi will be taking on Trick Williams next week on NXT TV to determine a winner take all match for the NXT Championship and TNA Championship. To me, that kind of screams somebody's injured and we need to get this belt off of them. Um,
Really?
yeah, it does.
I think it screams no contest, Obafemi Ricky Saints.
Really.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know why they would. Why would they promote a winner take all match if it was just going to end in disqualification?
Because keep in mind, Trick has a destiny with Mike Santana.
Right. But that's what I was saying.
So
And why? And the second thing is, why would they do this winner takes all a week before a pay preview on a random episode of NXT? That's
to
what.
promote the fact that there's a possibility because they've been holding this off for the longest. This is a match that should have happened a long time ago, but they're now just getting to the point of it.
Which makes me believe that, and I'm just gonna say it. I think Opa's injured. I think Opa's injured. They need to get the. He's okay enough to do one match to kind of get the belt off him. Trick will obviously be the champion, a double champion. You know, he's firing on all cylinders. So it would make sense for him to be, you know, the guy to take the belt off of him. And then. And then, you know, he has, you know, the run that he needs to have with the belts. And, you know, when Oba comes back, he could, you know, do what he needs with Trick. But I do think that Oba's injured. That's what I'm going with.
We'll see, but I still think no contest, Oba, because it wouldn't make sense for Trick to get the belt just to lose it a week later. And it would make sense for Oba to win. It would make sense for the no contest and Oba loses because Ricky Saints beating Trick does nothing for him. Ricky Saints beating Oba does more for him.
I never said that Ricky was going to beat Oba or Trick Williams.
But that's what I'm saying.
So you think Ricky Saints is going to beat Obafemi?
Yeah. If he's hurt, it would make sense for Saints to beat him than Trick.
Well, then why would they put that roadblock in front of Oba if they were just going to put the title on Saints a week later? Less than a week later.
Because they always been because this is a showdown that's been, like I said, it's been going. That showdown should have happened months ago. They've been staring at each other for months. Trick never really got over the fact that he lost to Oba, or he quote unquote never really got the one on one with Oba. So this is the one chance he gets the one on one with Oba. Because it wouldn't make sense for Trick to get the belt, lose to Ricky, and then lose to Mike.
No, it wouldn't, for sure.
So that's why I say it seems more no contest to me.
So you're going Opa Opa retains the title, fights Ricky Saints at No Mercy. Ricky Saints beats Obafemi at No Mercy.
Yes.
I'm going. Trick Williams beats Obafemi on this random night, on this random Tuesday night. um, he beats Ricky Saints at No Mercy, and he loses to Mike Santana next month at Bound for Glory.
I mean, that hurts Trick big time. And you don't want, I mean, I get it, but
How does that hurt Trick?
losing 2 title matches in a month?
Well, I mean, I think that it protects Trick because, once. I mean, he's not going to be the forever TNA champion. I mean, the whole basis of his title run is that he's going to lose it to Mike to make Mike a made man in TNA. But the one problem with that is, what does Trick Williams do after he loses the TNA championship? Well, he has the NXT championship literally right there. So it doesn't hurt him whatsoever because he has the title of the company he's actually a part of.
Better than me. All right, we'll see. We'll see who's right and who's wrong.
It's going to be an interesting Tuesday in Texas that will take place in Florida.
That it will be.
Shit, why haven't they done this Tuesday in Texas on NXT? It feels like a missed opportunity.
Well, they're taking advantage now.
But it's in Florida.
I mean, hey, not everybody can get the logistics travel.
Alright, that will conclude our coverage of No Mercy in this episode as a whole. Next week will be all in on All Out and WrestlePalooza. We'll have full reviews of those shows and obviously whatever happens between now and then as well. Thank you for listening. If you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, comment. But on YouTube and Castbox, this is sponsored by Rogue Energy and Play On Coffee. Join us this Tuesday. Join us this upcoming week as we interview Joey Carver and J5. And join us every Tuesday and Wednesday for new incredible interviews. Follow the show at Wrestling with E, both on X, Thread, and Instagram for information on who we're interviewing, when we're interviewing them, links to those interviews, and so much more. Follow me personally at JamesShay993. Where can we find Kaliko?
Oh, wow, man. I am Kaliko, and properly spelled Kaliko Chronicles on YouTube. This week, I had to go back into my old time machine, and I found some money in the bank matches, but I also looked at all my videos, and I actually found the goodie. Tyler Bate versus Adam Cole that I'm trying to get put on there, so it's going to be interesting to see that one.
Was that a live event?
That was an NXT live event, yeah.
Because I was trying to go in my Rolodex in my brain. Did Tyler Bate ever wrestle Adam Cole?
Oh yeah, he did, and it was at a NXT live event 2019, right before the Royal Rumble, actually. Man, I'm good. I'm fucking good. You know what else was on that card? Shayna Baszler versus Bianca Belair.
Wow. I'm assuming that was when Shayna was champion.
Oh, Shayna was mowing everybody. Yes, yeah. Yes. Shayna was mowing. Shayna was mowing everybody. Yes,
Bianca
of course.
wasn't her yet, which is crazy to believe.
Yeah, Bianca was not that girl yet. Yeah, you're right.
For Kaliko Yachts and Scooter Dust, I'm James Shay, and this has been Wrestling with Entertainment.
Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick.
I like
whoop that trick.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I do like that. I mean, I just it gets me in the Memphis mood every time I hear that shit. It's just
Hey, folks, this is the Colossal Mike Law, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment. Enjoy the show. Support these guys. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you at ringside.